morning, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abington, Illinois, as we get ready for the final game of the A-Town Holiday Classic here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. As the host, A-Town Tornadoes, they're going to have their hands full as the #1 team in Class 3A makes a stop here at the Holiday Classic as the Washington Panthers come to town in what should be a great contest here tonight. A-Town comes in the rank #3 in the state in Class 1A, so they know the task that they have at hand here, and this one's probably been marked on their calendars for quite some time. I know it's been marked on my calendar for a while as well. Looking forward to seeing how this one plays out as the #1 Panthers take on the #3 in Class 1A Tornadoes here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed. Happy to be along here with you. Fourth and final game for me. Seventh and final game of the day here at this Classic. We were supposed to have 8, but there was a team who couldn't make it here this evening, and so we end up with just 7 games here tonight, but still we've had some good basketball. We'll talk about that. We'll get ready for this one. National Anthem coming up next as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we get ready to go here in our nightcap final game of the A-Town Holiday Classic here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. The #1 team in Class 3A, Washington Panthers, come to town and take on the #3 team in Class 1A, the A-Town Tornadoes. And this is going to be one heck of a battle here tonight. We're happy to bring it to you here, as it's been a fun day of basketball, and it all wraps up tonight as our starting lineup's being announced. #2 for Washington, that is Avery Tibbs. And then #5, Rebecca McDougal. Avery Tibbs, let me write down these names as I go along here. Rebecca McDougal. All right, and then the #21, that is Maisie O'Brien. I'm going to go with Maisie O'Brien. That's how it's spelled. #10 is Adrian Donald. And then we've got #25, that is Daniel Goudet. All right, so that's your starting lineup for the Washington Panthers. I'll go over that here in just a second. Kennedy Quinn, your starting lineup here for A-Town. Kennedy Quinn, Emma Gunther, Caden Quinn. #15, the senior, Haley Redding. And then #24, it is the workhorse, Taylor Ford, getting the start as well. As the A-Town Tornadoes, again, coming off their first loss of the season on Thursday at Canton. Tough one for them, second game of a back-to-back. Third game in 4 days for the Tornadoes. Washington, they've had a little bit of a break coming into this one. Their last game was Wednesday. Or it might have even been before that. Either way, Washington comes into this one undefeated. A-Town in with just one loss. We're in for a good one here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Let's get this one underway here. I've been ready for this one all week, as that tip-off is one taken by the Panthers. Nice pass inside, quickly going the other way. That one no good, and the rebound comes out to Caden Quinn. Kennedy Quinn's got it. For those of you who don't know, Kennedy Quinn, the star of this A-Town roster, but Haley Redding right there behind her. Two players that can really fill up the stat sheet. Caden Quinn's been having some good games here recently as well for the Tornadoes. There's Haley Redding, right-hand layup, that's up and good. Haley Redding, the first basket of the ball game in A-Town with a 2-0 lead. As we're just underway here, first quarter, 7:28 to go here in the first. Up top, they'll turn around, tried to get that one inside. We got a foul called. That'll be on the floor. Once again, starting lineup for Washington, Avery Tibbs, number 2. Number 5 is Rebecca McDougal. Number 21, Mazzie O'Brien. Adrian Donald, number 10, and Daniel Goudet. That is your starting 5 for the Washington Panthers. Inbounds pass goes to McDougal. Extra pass, gets it to Tibbs. Nice pass, left wing 3 on the way. Banks that one home. That one's up and good. It's Adrian Donald. 3-2 the score, as Washington with a 1-point lead. Here's Kennedy Quinn. She's going to drive all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in, and a foul. Kennedy Quinn, blazing speed, gets that one to go and one. Kennedy in Thursday's game against the Little Giants, dealing with a little bit of foul trouble. See if she can stay out of that, as that second free throw is, and one free throw, I should say, is no good. 4-3, A-Town with the lead. Number 1, Washington in 3A. Number 3, A-Town. There's a jumper. That's a 2, and that's up and good for Avery Tibbs. 5-4 the score. Tornadoes trail. Whoops. Put it on the wrong team score line there. 6:40 to go. Haley Redding, left corner 3. That one off the back rim, no good. Gunther comes away with the offensive rebound. As we got a bump and a foul. Caden Quinn is bumped on that one. That'll be the second foul in this one by the Panthers. We did have a foul. Haley Redding picked up the foul on the A-Town side. Number 10, Adrian Donald, and number 21, Mazzie O'Brien has a foul. That foul was on Donald, by the way. Redding loses the handle, a steal. Here come the Panthers the other way, 2-on-2. Crossing over, getting inside, kicks it back out, and a travel. Tibbs walked with it. Big crowd on hand for the A-Town side. Student section showing up here on a Saturday. Good crowd on hand. Washington bringing some folks in as well. 6:13 to go, first quarter. Here's Kennedy Quinn, and step back 3 on the way. That's a deep one. It's no good. Offensive rebound goes to Caden Quinn. As we saw in our last game with Morton, as a foul is called on the floor. As we saw in that last game with the Morton Potters, we saw just how important offensive rebounding is. And I mean, if you know basketball, you know how important offensive rebounding is. But I mean, for those who may not know, or you're just watching and, don't know all that much about basketball, I mean, offensive rebounding, so many extra chance points. And that was what Morton got. That's thrown away on the inbounds pass. We saw that from the Potters. We'll see if that's the difference here in this one. 5:55 to go, first quarter. Inbounds pass. Goudet, there's top of the key. There's a 3. That's up and good. It's Mazzie O'Brien. That was a deep one. Mazzie O'Brien is what they're calling her on the PA system. Kennedy Quinn all the way to the basket. A lot of contact, no call. 8-4 our score. Here come the Panthers the other way. They slow it down, driving the baseline. Cross-court pass. That one stays in bounds somehow. Nice play by the Panthers. Keeping that one in. Kicks it up top. Tries to get it inside. Backs down. Extra pass. Top of the key. A 3. Rattles out. No good. There's an offensive rebound for Washington. Hands it inside. A poke and a foul called on Caden Quinn. Home crowd doesn't like it. That'll be a foul on Quinn, her first, team second. Now, A-Town, the big thing for them is they are not incredibly deep when you look at their roster. Got to keep your players out of foul trouble. That was kind of the problem that got in their way in their game against Canton the other night. There's a three, a step-back three on the way. That one a little strong. Offensive rebound, put back no good, and a foul is called. Avery Tibbs going to the line. She'll shoot two. Foul on Kennedy Quinn. That's her first. Team's third. Back-to-back fouls on the Tornadoes there. Tibbs to the line, shooting free throws. First one's up and good. Avery Tibbs with three already, and the lead is 9-4. .452 to go here, first quarter. Good to have you along. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know who you're watching with, who you're pulling for, I should say, where you're watching from. That one rattles out no good. Avery Stiegel, fresh into the game, gets the rebound. 6-0 run here for Washington. Here goes Kennedy Quinn all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in. Nice play by Kennedy Quinn. Her second basket in the ball game. It's 9-6. 4.5 to go, first quarter. Left side. New face in the ball game here for Washington. That's number 3. That's Jenna Spezio. Into the corner. There's a three on the way. That one goes in. That's Rebecca McDougal for 3. A three-pointer for the Panthers. Rebecca McDougal makes it 12-6. Into the corner. Haley Redding trying to answer. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, to Emma Gunther. Here's Kennedy Quinn thinking about it. Gets a screen from Gunther. There's a jumper. That's a 2. That's no good. Offensive rebound again for A-Town. Haley Redding's got it. Backing down on the baseline. Up and under. No good. And the rebound comes out to the Panthers. 12-6. They have the lead. As that one is up and good. A 3 for the Panthers. Their lead grows to 9. As that 3 in by Avery Tibbs. She's got 6. Timeout on the floor. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Final game of the A-Town Holiday Classic. As the A-Town Tornadoes, the host, in a little bit of trouble here, as the Washington Panthers, here in the early going, showing why they're the #1 team in Class 3A. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. Avery Tibbs has got 6. Hit a 3 just a moment ago. Here's Caden Quinn to Stiegel. Now to Kennedy Quinn, left side, gets a screen. Here's Kennedy Quinn, she'll drive in, lose the handle for a moment, gets it to Redding. Redding drives inside, a lot of contact, no call. And that one is taken away by the Panthers. Oh boy, we haven't seen a lot of foul calls here in this ball game. Inside, up top, there's another 3 on the way. Avery Tibbs has got another one! Avery Tibbs for 3. It's 18-6. A 9-0 run for Washington, all from behind the three-point line. There's a right wing 3 on the way. That one is short. Rebound, Avery Stiegel. She gets it. Nice save by Caden Quinn, but then it's stripped away. Number 11 in this ball game, as that is Ainsley Redling-Schaefer. Hopefully I'm saying that right there. We got a timeout on the floor. Another quick timeout. .30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as I was writing down Ainsley Redling-Schaefer's name. And if you ask me to read that from my score sheet, I will not be able to do that. Boy, my chicken scratch, I got to do better. Timeout for each side already taken here in this ball game. 2:38 to go, first quarter. A-Town trailing this one 18-6. Washington, boy, this offense. This is one of the most high-powered offenses that A-Town's had to face so far here this season. Got to get out on those three-point baskets. That's what I would say. As here in this ball game, Washington has already got, what do they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes already in this game. 15 of the 18 points are from threes. Good ball movement here by the Panthers. 2:18 to go, 14 to shoot. Right side is Tibbs. Into the corner, up top. Into the corner, driving the baseline. Good defense by Ford, up and under. That's no good. Rebound goes to Taylor Ford. 2:04 to go, first quarter. A-Town with it. Here's Kennedy Quinn. She drives. There's a step-back elbow jumper. That one too strong. Offensive rebound to Stiegel. Kicks it back out. Kennedy Quinn will reset. 24 on the shot clock. Left right-handed layup, that one's up and good. It's Kennedy Quinn. Tornadoes finally ending that run. Here come the Panthers the other way. A blocking foul is called. And Ainsley Redling-Schaefer draws the foul. It'll be a foul on Avery Stiegel, her first. Team's fourth. 1:44 to go here. Couple of substitutions. Couple of the starters coming back. Danielle Goudet into the game. Washington looking to get it in. They do get it in. Rebecca McDougal with the ball up top. Kicks it right side into the corner. Looking for help. Cross-court pass it goes to Jenna Spezio. Handing it off. Getting it to Goudet. Goudet right side. Nearly threw it out of bounds. 15 seconds. Backing down. Here's Taylor Ford. Student section really getting into this one here. 8 seconds to go. 1:15 to go here in the quarter. 18-8 our score. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Got to get a shot off at one at the buzzer. That one no good. It didn't hit the rim. And it'll be A-Town basketball. 1:05 to go here, first quarter. 18-8. A-Town with the lead, or A-Town, with trailing. Washington with the lead. I was caught between wanting to say A-Town trails and Washington with the lead. What I said was the exact opposite. 1 minute to go here, first quarter. Now, good to have everybody along here. Kennedy Quinn, ignore my stupidity. Step back three on the way for Kennedy Quinn. That one's short. Rebound, Haley Redding, turn around. Hook shot, that's up and good. Haley Redding getting that one to go. It's 18-10. A-Town on a mini run of their own after giving up a 9-0 run. 37 seconds, about a 9-second difference between shot and game clock. That one nearly poked out, and it is poked out. Turnover forced by Kennedy Quinn on that one. 31.9 seconds to go. 18-10, A-Town inbound it. We'll see if they want to play for the last shot. Quinn will bring it across the line. Quinn with 6 points already here in this one. Haley Redding with the other 4. 15 seconds. Crowd's quiet as they wait for the Tornadoes to go to work here. 8 seconds to go. Gets a screen from Ford. 2 players out to guard. There's a left wing three on the way. That one's a little too strong. 1 second to go. Washington gets the rebound, and that'll end our first quarter. Good first quarter. Panthers take a 9-0 run. Open up that lead a little bit. They lead by 8 as we go to the second quarter. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Second quarter about to get underway here from A-Town High School, the host, A-Town Tornadoes in the A-Town Holiday Classic. Trailing Washington, the number 1 team in Class 3A. Washington in that first quarter went on one heck of a run. They went on a 6-0 run to get up 9-4. A-Town scored a bucket, and then they went on a 9-0 run. So it's a 15-2 run. There's Haley Redding. Corner three, that one's up and good. Haley Redding, a quick answer as we start the second quarter, 18-13. A-Town trails by 5. That's poked away. Nice play there by Emma Gunther. Nearly traveled with it. Wanting to hand it off. Here comes Kennedy Quinn to pick it up. 7:34 to go here, second quarter. Getting things underway here. Start of the second quarter. Caden Quinn up top. Free throw line, turn around, hook shot on the way. That's up and good. It's Caden Quinn. Her first basket of the ball game, and we've got a 3-point ball game. Here come the Tornadoes, trailing by as much as 12 in the first. Driving inside, putting up the shot. That one off the back rim, no good. Rebound to Emma Gunther. 7:05 to go. Here it comes, Caden Quinn into the corner. 7 minutes to go. Driving Quinn, a bump and a foul. Quinn goes crashing into the padding there on the wall. Tough foul on that one. That'll be a foul on Jenna Spezio, whose name I spelled way wrong, by the way. I've got Spezio on my score sheet instead of Spezio. Thankfully, I know it's Spezio. Inbounds pass goes to Redding. Oh, she wanted that one, I think. Turn around, kicks it out. We got a travel called. That foul on the Panthers, by the way, they're first in this quarter. Scoreboard being a little slow to update here a little bit this evening. It's put in some overtime here tonight. 7th game of the day here at A-Town High School. That one poked out of bounds. Nice play by Taylor Ford, swatting that one out. A-Town on a 5-0 run to start the second quarter. And they are on a 9-0 run of their own. It was 18-6, now it's 18-15. So a 9-0 run of their own. And they throw it away. Washington looks a little rattled here in the early going. Their head coach, Kim Barth, with the basketball now, hands it over to the official. Taylor Ford will check out. Avery Stiegel back into the ball game. 6.5 to go here, first half. Right side, Emma Gunther gets a screen. Hands it off to Stiegel. Now to Kennedy Quinn. Kennedy Quinn, 6:15 to go. 15 on the shot clock, crosses over, kicks it into the corner. Gunther thought about it, drives. That one poked and stolen away. 2-on-1 the other way. Here come the Panthers all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in, and a foul. Oh, a beautiful basket there by Danielle Goudet. Oh, and that is a big basket there for the Panthers, who were kind of scrambling there a little bit. A-Town was on a 9-0 run. That ends the 9-0 run in a big way. Goudet, free throws up and good. Nice little and one there. It's 21-15. Still a 6-point ball game here. Panthers with the lead, just under 6 minutes to go first half. Here's Caden Quinn, backs down, gets it to Stiegel. Turns around, looks for help, gets to Kennedy Quinn. 5:45 to go, second quarter. There she kicks it into the corner. Redding, a wide open right wing three. That one halfway down and out. And we got a bump and a foul called on Washington. .538 to go. That foul will be on Rebecca McDougal. That's her first. Team's second. Inbounds pass again. Redding going to try another three. That one's short. It's rebound tipped out of bounds. Good effort by Caden Quinn, trying to get that one to a teammate. Problem was there was no teammate on that side. 5:32 to go here, second quarter. Washington's offense has gone a little cold since they got off to a hot start. A 15-2 run in the first quarter. As they drive baseline, that one well short. That might have been tipped. Rebecca McDougal's shot no good. Rebound comes. Here comes Kennedy Quinn. Nice pass to the baseline. There is Stiegel. A lot of contact, no call. And here come the Panthers the other way. 5:05 to go. Baseline. Into the corner. There's a right wing three on the way. That one too strong. Goudet. That one out of play. Be A-Town basketball. 4:58 to go here, second quarter. If you're enjoying the tournament action or shootout action, shall we say, we got another shootout next week here at A-Town High School. The Great Western Shootout. One of the great tournaments the state of Illinois has to offer here. As we got to travel, Caden Quinn travels with it. And we'll be on the call of that one. Will I be on it? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Got to figure out my Christmas plans as well. That'll determine whether or not I'm able to broadcast the games next weekend or not. Into the corner, there's a three on the way. McDougal, that one's up and good. Rebecca McDougal, her second three. And the lead is back up to 9. Couple of big answers there. There's a three. Quinn rattles that one home. Oh, a big answer for Caden Quinn. 24-18. It's a three-point shootout here at A-Town. Right wing, there's another three. And another bucket. Maisie O'Brien with a three, her second. 27-18. Anything you can do, I can do better. Both sides are saying that. Here's Emma Gunther looking inside, was looking for Redding, instead throws it away. 3:50 to go. That one might have got away with the travel there. That one laid up and in. It's Rebecca McDougal. And now the lead is back up to 11. A timeout called by A-Town. Not happy with what they're seeing. 29-18 our score. Back after this full timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as the second quarter about to get back underway here. 29-18 our score. Washington Panthers, #1 team here in Class 3A in the state of Illinois. A-Town Tornadoes, #3 in Class 1A. Good matchup here. 3-point battle between these two. I think I missed a bucket there a moment. Nope, it was McDougal's bucket. There's Redding. There's a two on the way. Left elbow. That one's up and good. Haley Redding for two. She's got 9, and the lead back down to 9. Quickly, here come the Panthers trying to get an answer. Driving inside all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup. That one's no good. Nice rebound there by Caden Quinn. Here's Kennedy Quinn pushing the issue the other way. She's going to stop. A bump and a foul is called. That'll be a foul on Washington. And the Tornadoes will inbound it. 3:04 to go here, second quarter. It's been a fun back and forth here, as we kind of expected this one would be. A-Town coming in off their first loss of the season. Washington still undefeated. 8-0, I believe, on the season. There's a free throw line jumper on the way for Kennedy Quinn. That one, I think she lost the grip on that one. Rebound is intercepted. Here comes Kennedy Quinn the other way. 2-on-1, a little Euro step. That's no good. A foul called, though. Kennedy Quinn will go to the line. That'll be a foul on number 21, Maisie O'Brien. That is her second. Maisie O'Brien, excuse me. That'll be the 4th foul on Washington with 2:45 left, so A-Town will be shooting the rest of the way. Free throw no good. Avery Stiegel will check in. She'll check in for Haley Redding. Second free throw on the way. That's up and good for Kennedy Quinn. She's got 7 points. 29-21 our score. 2:45 left here, second quarter. Bringing it up the floor, Avery Tibbs. She's been quiet here in the second quarter. Boy, nearly threw that one out of bounds. Able to get it is Gudette. Right side. Number 10, that is Adrian Donald. Now driving, baseline. Shot goes up, wild shot, rattles around, halfway down and out as the rebound. We got a foul call. That'll be on Taylor Ford, as that'll be her first foul. I could have sworn she picked up one earlier, but I was wrong on that one. Her first, team second. Trying to get the ball inbounds. Washington gets it up top. And we got to travel. Travel, Danielle Gudette walked with it. 2:22 to go, second quarter. Haley Redding will check back into the ball game. Taylor Ford will check out now. Redding with 9 points to lead the way here for A-Town. 9 points for Avery Tibbs on the Washington side. Good battle going so far here. 8-point game. Kennedy Quinn gets a screen. Now she slows it down. Kennedy Quinn crossing over, splitting the defense, putting up the shot. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. Still a battle, and it goes to Emma Gunther. Haley Redding, top of the key. She'll shoot a three. It's no good. Tried to get those second chance points. A-Town trying to swat it away, and they do. Haley Redding with it. Drives to the basket. Right-handed layup. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Lays it back up and in. Haley Redding in double figures. And that makes it a two-possession game. It's 29-23. Here come the Panthers quickly in transition. Right side, Gudette going to shoot a right wing three. And that's a big answer as Danielle Gudette's got another one. Beg pardon, that's her first. And now the lead back up to 9. 32-23. Kennedy Quinn, turnaround hook shot. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Stiegel, a left-handed layup, no good. Offensive rebound. Quinn puts it back up, no, but a foul. Caden Quinn will go to the line. 1:16 to go here, first half. Panthers picking up their fifth foul. Tornadoes will be in the bonus. 1:16 left. Caden Quinn to the line. Her first free throw off the back rim, no good. Couple substitutions checking in. Rebecca McDougal back into the ball game here for Washington. Also back into the game. We're checking into the game, I believe, is Olivia Osborne, number 20. First time seeing her in this game. That one also no good. Taylor Ford gets the rebound, puts the shot up, no. Offensive rebound, battled again. A foul called on Washington. Well, here's that offensive rebounding I talked about. Saw some great offensive rebounding in the game for the Morton Potters in our last ball game. That'll be the second foul on Danielle Gudette. As Caden Quinn to the line, gets it this time, 32-24. 1:11 to go here. Great matchup here between these two sides. Second free throw off the back rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Washington comes away with it. 1:07 to go. Bringing it across the timeline, Avery Tibbs. Tibbs stops, kicks it right side to Spezio. And she traveled with it. Shuffled the feet, couldn't stop. 58.1 seconds to go. Don't know why my fouls aren't adding up here, or my free throws aren't adding up here. Maybe it's because I didn't hit the button. 32-24, 50 seconds to go. A-Town can go 2 for 1 if they want. Hands it off to Redding. Redding drives inside, gets it. Nice pass. Kennedy Quinn cutting to the basket, lays it up and in. Kennedy Quinn makes it a 6-point game. What a great fight here we've seen from the A-Town Tornadoes, falling down by as much as 13. Quinn guarding her counterpart, Avery Tibbs. There's a screen. Tibbs drives to the baseline, puts up a wild shot, no good, but a foul. That'll be the second foul on, or third foul, I should say, on the Tornadoes. 32-26, 20.9 seconds to go. That'll be Emma Gunther's second foul. Team's third. As free throws for Tibbs, off the back rim, no good. Tibbs, I don't think, has scored in quite some time. Avery Stiegel will check in for Taylor Ford. Give her a break. 20.9 seconds to go. Second free throw for Tibbs is up and good. She's in double figures. The lead is up to 7. And A-Town with a chance to take the final shot here. 14 seconds. Here's Kennedy Quinn. As good defense there by Washington. Quinn cutting through. Nice pass. Redding, right-handed layup, missed it. On a bump and a foul call. That'll be on. Washington. It'll be on A-Town, I believe. Washington will get the basketball. That'll be a foul on Avery Stiegel. Her second. Team's fourth. Guess the good news there for A-Town is they don't have to give up any free throws. They were within 7. They're down by as much as 12 in this first half. 5 seconds left here, first half. Washington trying to move. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, mid-court. Looking for a foul and didn't get it. Avery Tibbs didn't get the shot off. And that'll end a wild first half of basketball. 33-26 our score. So we're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live. We're going to have another conversation with one of our great folks from MDH. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the numbers and get you ready for the second half next on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch, and this is the second year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably unfortunately for you. I think you might have been the most talked about interview of all of our MDH interviews last year, though.
I don't know whether I need to be proud of that or ashamed of that. I don't know which one to go with.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Probably.
The thing that I find comical is I gave you a hard time last year. As I said, because, man, you're way up the ladder. You know, you're a high-end employee for me to be talking to, and you're even higher up the road now than you were last year.
Yeah. Yes. Last year when we spoke, I was the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and since then I've been in the CEO role, Chief Executive Officer here at the hospital for about 8 months now.
Well, not to toot your horn, but everything I hear is good coming out of MDH since you've taken over. So what was your mindset when you stepped into that role, and what do you see MDH doing here this year?
I've never had aspirations to be a CEO of a hospital, but we have a great team here, and I just felt it was that time in my career to step in and take over and see how it goes. We have a great team here at MDH, very proud of everybody. They're very passionate and have a lot of pride in the organization. So it just made that job so much easier for me to step into my new role.
Yeah, it's easy to work with people who want to do a good job, isn't it? And it seems like everybody I talk to here is that kind of person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's engaged, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed. And we want them to succeed here at the organization.
I think MDH has always had a pretty good name in the area. What are you trying to do for MDH to even step that up a little bit more?
Right. So Pat Osterman and myself, we've done a lot of community relationship building, reaching out to the community leaders, reaching out to our competitors to see how we can work together better to be a stronger organization overall.
Yeah, strong organization, and you guys continue to add pieces and parts. You've expanded to Monmouth. We talked a little bit about that with your urgent care and physical therapy. The pharmacy is looking really nice right now.
Right, and it's ready to come online. The construction's finishing up this week, and then next step is to get the certifications, inspections going. So we should be open for business later at the end of this year or first part of January.
So we mentioned last year you're relatively local to the McDonough County area. So you're one of the first CEOs that I remember that's local to McDonough. You have like a foothold in the area. Does that make this job, not that being CEO of any company doesn't have meaning, but does it mean a little more for you because you are from here?
It does, and it helps. I think it builds trust because they know I'm local. I'll have that connection with the community. Yes, my mother owns farmland south of town. My father-in-law owns farmland here. My wife's a bomber. She's a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck. We got kids that are leathernecks too. So I feel like we have a lot of fabric in the community to take this organization to the next level.
Well, we're going to keep the interview shorter, but I cannot get done with this interview without asking if you got any deer last year.
I did. Actually, yes, I did. And as we talked last year, too, I participate Hunters for the Hungry, where we donate our harvest, and I did that last year. So, yes, I was successful.
So you spend a lot of time at MDH and helping people, and then you're helping people when you're home, too.
Try to. That's a little different. You're by yourself, and sometimes that's good to decompress and do all that. But, yeah, no, it works out well.
So what's been the biggest surprise? You never had any ideas of wanting to be CEO. What's been the biggest surprise so far since you've taken a job?
Oh, I think just the loyalty our staff has for the organization. They want it to do well. And I think with that support has made this job so much better for me.
Well, Bill, I appreciate you talking to me. It's always fun getting to talk to you, so hopefully we'll do it again next year, and we'll have new big things to talk about from MDH.
Let's plan on it, and thank you for your time and having me on again this year after last year.
Hey, not a problem. Like I said, you were the biggest fan, I think, supported video of all of them. So we'll see if you can continue that. Maybe I should give an award.
You think?
I think we should come up with an award.
Okay, you work on that,
okay,
and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll do that. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we are getting ready to go. Second half. Still a little ways away from happening here at A-Town High School. Final game of the A-Town Holiday Classic. And we've got a good one on our hands here. 33-26, A-Town trailing Washington. Washington coming in ranked the number 1 team in Class 3A. The A-Town Tornadoes, the number 3 team in Class 1A. It's been a good battle. I mean, a really, really good battle. We've seen A-Town go on some runs. We've seen Washington go on a big run. They went on a 15-2 run in the first quarter into the second quarter, I believe it was. And after all was said and done, actually it was a 15-2 lead in the first quarter alone. And then we saw A-Town slowly get back into this thing as they cut the lead to 5 at one point. They trail by 7 now. And we'll see what the second half has in store. Let's take a look at the scoring leaders, starting with Washington, since they are on top. We start with leading scorer Avery Tibbs. A lot of threes in this ball game, man, I tell you. We've got Avery Tibbs hit 1, 2 in that first half. Rebecca McDougall, she finished with 8 points. She had 2 threes as well. 2 threes for Maisie O'Brien. 1 3 for Adrienne Donald. She finished with 3 points. And 1 3 for Danielle Goudet. She had 6 points in the first half. So let me do my math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or no, 7, 8. 8 threes for Washington in just the first half. That is pretty impressive. So we'll see if that hot stretch of shooting continues. A-Town been keeping up, though. Like I said, this game looked like it was going to get out of hand, especially in that first quarter when that 15-2 run was going on. A-Town able to crawl back thanks to Haley Redding. She's got 11 points here in this game. Kennedy Quinn with 9, 6 points in the game for Caden Quinn, and those are the only 3 scorers for A-Town. Some good defense from the other players out there on the floor, though, for A-Town to, again, keep this thing as close as it's been. I mean, 7 points, one of the closer deficits that they've had in the first half after things started going against them in that first quarter. Able to get it down to 7, though. You feel like you come out, get a bucket, maybe get a stop, try to get it to a 2 or maybe even a 1-possession ball game. That would certainly be a breath of fresh air for the A-Town Tornadoes. So we'll see. Washington, on the other hand, they just got to keep the hot shooting going, which I know it's hard to bank on so many threes going in. Again, they finished with 8 threes in the first half. Will that hot stretch continue? I think they need to look to go inside, to be totally honest with you. Try to get some of these A-Town players in foul trouble. That would be my key for Washington if they want to hold on to this one, because I don't think you can bank on hitting 8 threes in another half of basketball. You certainly could try, just the way basketball is these days. A lot of three-pointers, I mean, it certainly would make sense, but I think if you're Washington, you got to kick the ball inside, try to get it inside, and try to get some of these A-Town players in a little bit of foul trouble. Avery Stiegel has 2 fouls. Emma Gunther has 2 fouls. Other than that, Taylor Ford with 1, Redding with 1, Caden Quinn with 1, and Kendi Quinn. Not really a lot of foul trouble on the A-Town side. Not really a lot of foul trouble on the Washington side either. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have the second half right after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we get ready to go here. Quarter number 3 between number 1 in Class 3A, the Washington Panthers, and number 3 in Class 1A, the A-Town Tornadoes. Steve mentioned it earlier in halftime. Said not too bad of a first half. He's a big A-Town guy, as he said, missed some easy shots and too many missed free throws. Good effort, though, from the Tornadoes. They were able to claw back into this one, trailed 18-6 at one point. Got it back to 5 at one point. Now they trail by 7 as we start the third quarter. Avery Tibbs with it left side, gets it to McDougal, tries to go inside, and see, that's exactly what I was looking for right there, as that's Danielle Goudet getting fouled. That'll be a foul on A-Town. See who they call that one on. That'll be on Caden Quinn, her second. I think that's what you need to do if you're Washington. Again, they hit 8 threes. You can't bank on hitting 8 threes and a half again. That was impressive. No, don't get me wrong. You got to go inside, try to get some foul trouble going. But then they throw it away, trying to get it inside. So maybe there's a reason they shot so many threes. 7:35, here's Caden Quinn. Little floater on the way, it's up and good. Caden Quinn gets it to go. First basket makes it 33-28. As up top, gets it left side. That was a good basket there by Caden Quinn. Her offense has been really impressive the last couple of weeks. If you've been following us here on TSSR, following the Tornadoes. Goudet, little turnaround shot. Oh, that was beautiful right there. Danielle Goudet gets inside. Turnaround shot is good. 35-28 the score. Just a little over our first minute gone. Taylor Ford with it up top. Hands it off to Gunther. Gunther rocking those pink shoes once again here. As it goes to Kennedy Quinn, free throw line. Tries to get it inside to Ford. And that one's turned over. Here come the Panthers, 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Kicks it out, left side, 3 on the way. That one's good again. Maisie O'Brien, her third 3 in this ball game. And the lead is 10. Maisie O'Brien with 3. There's top of the key, a 3. Kennedy Quinn trying to answer. Battle for the rebound. Bodies everywhere. We got a foul, I believe, called on A-Town. That will be Washington basketball. That'll be a foul on Taylor Ford, her second. Already 2 fouls on the Tornadoes. That's kind of what I was talking about there. 6:13 to go here, third quarter. Right side. Gets it to Adrian Donald. Now back to Goudet. 21's Maisie O'Brien. Up top, Avery Tibbs. Tibbs goes to the baseline, steps back, thought about shooting, gets it right side instead. As hands it off to Tibbs. Tibbs going to drive inside. Extra pass, lays it up and in. Oh, that's a beautiful play right there. Rebecca McDougal gets open. And the lead is up to 12. 40-28 our score. Kennedy Quinn, nice pass, cutting the baseline. Haley Redding lays it up and in. Redding with 13 for A-Town, a good answer. Stopping the mini run that Washington was on right there. That ends a 7-0 run. 5:20 to go here, third quarter. Left side, another three on the way. That one is short. Rebound goes to Caden Quinn. Nice effort there by Quinn. Another open look for Maisie O'Brien, though. Here comes Kennedy Quinn quickly in transition. That one is short. And the rebound comes out to Washington. Adrian Donald brings it across the timeline. Left side. Thought about it. McDougal going to shoot that one instead, and it's good. Actually, that was Danielle Goudet who had that shot, number 25. I just saw the 5. My apologies. 42 to 30 our score. As shot goes up for A-Town, that's no good. A-Town's offense has gone a little cold here. Third quarter, 42 to 30. Left side, Avery Tibbs now into the corner. Back up top. It goes to Adrian Donald. Good ball movement. As it goes backing down, O'Brien into the corner. Another three on the way. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Nice pass. And laying it up and rattling it home is Danielle Goudet. She's got another basket. Timeout called as this one starting to get away from A-Town here a little bit. They trail. Biggest deficit here in this ball game. 44-30 the score. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Oops. Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. A wide read on the call as we are in quarter number 3. 44 to 30 our score. 4:04 to go here in the third. 44-30, the biggest lead of the ball game here for Washington. A-Town has not led this game since it was 4-3 back in the first quarter. Biggest lead now for the Panthers. A-Town calling that timeout. They're down to 2 left. Driving is Kennedy Quinn on that one. Banks it off the backboard, no good. And the rebound comes out to Goudet. Boy, she's had a good couple of minutes here for the Panthers. Up top, Adrian Donald gets it right side, getting it into McDougal. Back up top to Donald. Looking inside, backing down Goudet. Pump fakes. Gets it right side. Nice cross-court pass to Tibbs. Tibbs has been very quiet since the first quarter. That one lost out of bounds off the hands of Washington. 3:22 to go, third quarter. And Washington comes into this one number 1 in Class 3A, 9-0. A-Town's 9-1, number 3 in Class 1A. A-Town has had one heck of a schedule here the last couple of games. Nice pass into the corner. There's Emma Gunther, and then Gunther throws it into the backcourt. Caden Quinn touched it, so it's over and back, which is probably the best thing for the Tornadoes because it prevented the fast break opportunity. But back to my point from earlier, A-Town is playing their third game in 4 days. And each team that they've played have been at least Class 2A. 2A, Canton, 2A, Bureau Valley, and now 3A, Washington. Right wing, there's a three on the way for Tibbs. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Avery Stiegel. Loses the handle, and it's poked away, but A-Town will poke it right back. 2-on-1 the other way. Haley Redding running with Kennedy Quinn. There's a nice layup in transition. The A-Town Tornadoes. Little defense turning into offense, 44-32. 2:40 to go here, third quarter. Up top, getting it right side. Back to Tibbs in the corner. O'Brien now into the corner to Goudet. Goudet up top, back to Tibbs, 13 to shoot. Free throw line, Goudet passes it inside. McDougal missed it, but a foul called. Threw it off the bottom of the backboard right there. Might have been a reason for that. That is a foul on Taylor Ford. That's her second. I thought she already had her second. Maybe they called it off. First free throw is no good. Rebecca McDougal, she's got 10 points here tonight. Washington has three players in double figures, one almost in double figures. I mean, if you got 4 players flirting with double figures, that is certainly good news. If you're the Panthers, that one out of bounds off the hands of A-Town. A-Town having trouble rebounding the ball here over the last couple of minutes. 2:15 to go, third quarter. Steve pointing out Kennedy Quinn looking a little off here tonight. That one out of bounds. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Looked like it was off the foot of Goudet. A-Town crowd doesn't like that call. As I said earlier, that one intercepted on the inbounds play by Avery Stiegel. As I mentioned, Haley Redding is poked free. Here comes Avery Tibbs, 2-on-1 the other way. That one, a foul is going to be called. Caden Quinn a little slow to get up. A-Town playing their third game in 4 days. So maybe that's why she looks a little off. Does look like she's missed a step or two in her jumper. If your jump shot isn't working, that's usually because your legs are a little tired. Although she is a track star, so she probably wouldn't tell you that, but we can certainly speculate here behind the microphone. 1:50 to go. Here's Quinn. A jumper on the way from the free throw line. That one almost went in. Offensive rebound. Gunther put back no. Offensive rebound. Again, a foul called. Haley Redding gets that rebound. A-Town, by the way, with 4 fouls here. That's just the first foul. That'll be the first foul in this half on Danielle Goudet. That is her third, team's first. 1:41 to go here, third quarter. Kennedy Quinn will inbound the basketball here. Fresh shot clock for A-Town. Gets it to Gunther. Up top to Caden Quinn. Quinn gonna drive right side. We got a foul. Avery Stiegel's on the ground. Another foul on Washington. That'll be on number 5 if I am a betting man. Rebecca McDougal. Her second. Team's second here in the quarter. Second in just the last couple of minutes. Redding on the inbound. A 3 on the way. It's up and good. Haley Redding. She's got 18. That makes it single digits, the deficit. 44-35. 1:20 to go in the third. A 3 on the way for Tibbs. An answer. Avery Tibbs. Haven't heard much from her since the first quarter. She is now flying up. She's got 13. Offensive rebound. Redding the shot. No. Offensive rebound again. There's Caden Quinn. Jumper. No. Another offensive rebound by A-Town. Turnaround hook shot. No, but a foul. Boy, just when you think A-Town can get on a little bit of a run, Washington comes back and buries a deep 3. The amount of threes that they have hit in this ball game is just remarkable. As that one goes in, Kennedy Quinn now in double figures. She's got 10. 47-36. Checking into the ball game, number 21, Maisie O'Brien for Washington as the second free throw for Kennedy Quinn. Up and good. 47-37, A-Town trailing by 10. Trying to get back into this one, 50 seconds to go. Need a couple of stops here. Here's Avery Tibbs driving all the way to the basket, missed the layup. Stiegel's got it, 2-on-2, 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Here's a jumper on the way for Kennedy Quinn. That one's no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it's gonna be A-Town basketball. 35.6 seconds to go. Fresh shot clock for A-Town. For some reason our scoreboard is not updating here. So let's get that updated. 47-37, 34 seconds to go. Hands it off, right wing. There's a 3 on the way in the corner. Haley Redding, that's no good. Rebound. Tipped around, but it's going to be a foul on Avery Stiegel. And it'll be 2 shots the other way, as that's the 5th foul for A-Town. Stiegel's 3rd, 28.8 seconds to go. I think Stiegel knew she was committing the foul on that one. Pointed to herself. A little accountability right there. Like to see that from athletes. A lot of times you see athletes, oh, it's not me, it's not me. Ainsley Redlingschafer, first free throw. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Lead back up to 11. Scoreboard to my right says she's got 4. My scorecard would disagree with that, as that free throw's up and good. I've got her for 2. 49-37. 25 seconds to go. And A-Town will probably play for the last shot here. Kennedy Quinn with the basketball. 15 to shoot. Kennedy Quinn up top, gets a couple of screens. And we got a whistle and a foul called on Washington with 8.6 seconds to go. Again, I want to say no harm, no foul because they are not over the limit. But it is a foul, after all. That'll be a foul on Maisie O'Brien. Mazzie O'Brien. Now he's going Mazzie. Is he saying Mazzie? He said Maisie O'Brien earlier in the game. I think he's saying Mazzie now. I don't know. I'm going Maisie. That's what I've been going with here tonight. I haven't gotten yelled at yet. Here's Kennedy Quinn, 7 seconds left. Might have got away with a travel there. Kennedy Quinn splits the double team. Little floater, that one's up and good. Right as the buzzer about to sound, A-Town cuts the deficit to 10. Got to get some stops defensively. Good third quarter there between those two. And we got one more quarter to determine this one. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Fourth quarter of action about to get underway here as the A-Town Tornadoes and the Washington Panthers doing battle. And we got a good one here. Fourth quarter, 49-39. A-Town trails this one by 10. So Washington outscoring A-Town 16-13 in that third quarter. 8 minutes to go. We'll see if A-Town can get on a run here. Good to have you along. Again, feel free to get into the comments. Let us know your reactions, who you're pulling for. Let us know whatever you want us to know. 7:45 as Quinn gets it to Redding left side, free throw line. Had Emma Gunther cutting to the basket. Almost might have missed an opportunity there. Haley Redding turns around, loses the handle. Battle for the basketball. Tie-up is called, but possession arrow will give it to Washington. 7:33 to go here, fourth quarter. Kind of a turnover there for A-Town. I don't know, does that go down as a turnover? Olivia Osborne into the game for the Panthers. As driving, getting an open look, that one, a layup, that's easy. 2 easiest points of the ball game for Danielle Goudet. 51-39 the score. We got a foul then called on Washington. That'll be on number 5, Rebecca McDougall, her third. Team's first here in the fourth. 7:18 to go. Inbounds pass to Kennedy Quinn, 13 points. Got that basket just before the end of the quarter. She's going to drive all the way in, a little left-handed layup. I don't think she knew where she was, and Quinn might have tweaked her ankle. Nice extra pass. There's Haley Redding, going to lay that one up and in. That's Haley Redding getting that one to go, but the eyes are certainly going to be on Kennedy Quinn. 51-41. We'll see if she's back to 100%. Avery Tibbs, we got a bump and a foul called. She is grabbing her leg right there, so she's not coming off, though. That's what leaders do, but she is limping. There is a noticeable limp from Kennedy Quinn. Inbounds pass goes to McDougal. We got to travel. I don't think she's going anywhere near Coach Dugan because Kennedy just wanting to stay in this ball game, try to bring the A-Town Tornadoes back. 51-41 our score. Here's Quinn up top. Crossing over, kicks it, Haley Redding, top of the key, a deep three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound, Quinn! The putback, no, but a foul. Good effort there by Caden Quinn. And, I mean, A-Town's rebounding has been excellent here tonight. You look at A-Town's roster, they don't have a ton of taller players, but you see players with long wingspans. Caden's one of them. Haley Redding's got a long wingspan, you would say. First free throw is good by Caden Quinn. That makes it a single-digit deficit. Long wingspans do wonders in this sport. You don't even have to be that tall. Helps if you're tall, but if you got a long wingspan, you're going to cause a lot of problems. Just ask folks who have to guard Victor Wembanyama. Coming quickly in transition, and we got a foul call. That'll be on Kennedy Quinn. That'll be, oh, you're going to say that one's on. That's on Caden Quinn, excuse me, her fourth. Take that foul away from Kennedy. 9-point game, 6:28 to go. Inbounds pass goes to Goudet, puts the shot up, no good, but a foul. Goudet on the inbound, little turnaround shot. Foul is called on Emma Gunther, her third. Team's second here. Actually, team's third here in the quarter, I should say. Washington has only 2 fouls, I should say. Gotta get my scoreboard right here. First free throw is no good by Goudet. 6:26 to go, fourth quarter. Goudet's got 14 here in this ball game. Haley Redding has a game-high 20, as that one is good. 52-42. Panthers back up by 10. Here's Kennedy Quinn up top, 6:15 to go. Turning around, getting a screen from Caden. Driving inside, Kennedy not letting her bad knee mess with her, but she puts up the shot, no good. Here comes Goudet quickly in transition. It's actually O'Brien with the shot, no good, but a foul. And the Tornadoes, their third foul. Who's that going to be on? That's going to be on Taylor Ford, her third. Oh, that's her fourth, excuse me. I missed one earlier in the game. Team's fourth. Washington will be in the bonus on the next foul. Maisie O'Brien, first shot no good. Maisie O'Brien with 3 threes here in this ball game. 6:05 to go. We've got a substitution. Avery Stiegel going to check in for Taylor Ford. 6:05 to go. Hey, this A-Town team, every time that Washington tried to run away with it, they have fought back as that one's up and good, 53-42. We'll talk with A-Town coach Brent Dugan as we do after every home game here for the A-Town Tornadoes. 53-42 our score. Caden Quinn up top. Turn around, a little right-hand hook shot. That one's no good, blocked away, but a foul called. And we'll have 2 shots for Caden Quinn. Third foul in the quarter on Washington. That'll be a foul on Adrian Donald, her second. Team's third. 5:47 to go. That one rattles out. A little frustration on that one for Caden Quinn. Haley Redding got the old slap on the hand there, and that was a little extra anger, I think, behind that one. Second free throw is good, 53-43. Back to a 10-point game, right side. Goudet, 5:40 to go. Turnaround, Goudet lays it up, no good. Emma Gunther's bumped and fouled. You know, I mentioned earlier in this game that these officials weren't calling everything. They were letting them play. I think they heard me because they have called a lot here in the second half. 53-43. Both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. Kennedy Quinn bringing it up the floor. She's got 13 here tonight. Quinn moving left side. Turns around, drives, kicks it. Right side, Caden Quinn. On the baseline, kicks it to Haley Redding. Backing down, Haley Redding, wild shot. Ooh, that one almost went in, and a foul called. So Haley Redding will go to the line. That foul will, that'll be a foul on Ainsley Redling-Schaefer, her second, team's fifth. A-Town in the bonus as the first free throw by Redding is no good. $5:13 to go here, fourth quarter. To bring it to within single digits, Haley Redding, second free throw off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, Avery Stiegel gets her hand in there, and she forces the tie-up. Great effort there by Avery Stiegel. She has been very impressive her time coming in off the bench, I think, this season for the Tornadoes. We got a whistle and a timeout, 30-second timeout for A-Town. We'll take it with them. Back after this, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
You got here at 8, right? That's almost 9. That'd be 13. Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Fourth quarter of action, 53-43. 5:11 to go here, fourth quarter. Inbounds play for A-Town after the tie-up. Possession arrow gave it to him. And we got a foul. Taylor Ford gets rocked. That'll be a foul on Maisie O'Brien. Her fourth. Taylor Ford with a smile on her face, saying thank you. Finally calling that. Tell you, Taylor Ford puts in a lot of effort there down underneath as the first one's no good. One more free throw upcoming for Taylor. 53-43, 5:11 to go here in the fourth. One more free throw, and it's good. First point of the game for Taylor Ford. 53-44. Final game of the A-Town Holiday Classic. Good to have you along here. It's been a great day of basketball. One more to go here, though. This will wrap things up. 5 minutes away from wrapping this one up. Avery Tibbs with it right side. Under 5 minutes. Up top, there's Adrian Donald. Gets it left side. Number 11, Ainsley Redling-Schaefer. Up top, that's Jenna Spezio. Free throw line. Losing the handle. It's poked away and stolen. Avery Stiegel comes away with it. Nice play there defensively by Caden Quinn. And we got a whistle. And the shot clock had went off. They forgot to reset it. So they'll bring it up. Fresh shot clock. And this one still not over yet. A-Town gets a couple of baskets, a couple of stops. Right back in this one. 4:25 to go. Here's Kennedy Quinn. She's going to drive, split the double team, lays it up, no good, but a foul. One thing I will say, I mean, A-Town kind of taking my advice that I had in the halftime. Jenna Spezio is going to pick up the foul. That's her third. But, again, I took my advice that I had for Washington. A-Town has instead gone inside and forcing fouls. First free throw's up and good for Kennedy Quinn. A-Town's just got to make the free throws down the stretch. A-Town trailing by 8, 53-45, now 53-46. A 7-point ball game. Here come the Panthers into the right corner. There's Spezio getting it to Tibbs. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the fourth. 7-point ball game. Hands it off to Tibbs. She's going to shoot a deep shot. That one off the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Haley Redding. Here's Emma Gunther. Picks up the dribble, hands it off to Kennedy Quinn. Under 4 minutes to go, 3:50 to go. 7-point game. There's a three top of the key. It's a three for Kennedy Quinn. And here come the Tornadoes. Timeout on the floor. 53-49 our score. 3:44 to go. We're back after this. A full timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. As we're in the fourth quarter, boy, the timeouts, I'd let get away from me here. Timeout on the floor as we have a 4-point ball game. Washington Panthers, number 1 in Class 3A, number 3 in Class 1A, the A-Town Tornadoes. They have trailed by as much as 14 in this game. They've come roaring back, though. They are down by 4. And now a little full court pressure here. The inbounds play comes to McDougal. Nice play there. Here comes Maisie O'Brien. Now getting it to Goudet. Puts the shot up. Gets it to go in the foul. Danielle Goudet every time. A-Town gets this thing close. Goudet hits a massive bucket. The and one. That'll be the 5th on Caden Quinn. So she'll foul out of this ball game with 8 points. A great effort for Caden Quinn. Avery Stiegel will check in her place. She'll get some valuable minutes here, the last 3:38 here in the fourth quarter. Goudet with 17 tonight. That one off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound to Avery Tibbs. That one nearly poked and stolen away. Goudet's got the ball. Cross-court pass, left wing. There's a 3 on the way. And a big 3! Maisie O'Brien, her 4th. That swing right there is massive. 58-46 back, or 58-49, excuse me. As we got a foul on the floor. That'll be a foul on number 11, Ainsley Redling-Schaefer. Her 3rd. Kennedy Quinn to the line, rattles the first one home. Quinn's got 18 here tonight, by the way. As the next free throw is also good by Kennedy Quinn. 58-51, now the score. Here comes Washington, who nearly traveled with it. Getting it, Redling-Schaefer. We got a foul called, and both teams are now in the bonus. So both teams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Kennedy Quinn picks up her 3rd. And going to the line, Ainsley Redling-Schaefer. She's got 2 free throws here tonight. Get it her 3rd. That went right there. And that one is short. We got a lane violation, it looks like, maybe on A-Town. So one more free throw upcoming for Redling Schaefer. Don't like to give those up here. 59-51. .304 to go here in the fourth. Still a long way to go here in this one. Next one on the way, Redling Schaefer rattles it home. 60-51, down 9. Here comes A-Town, quickly in transition, a three. That one's short. We got a foul underneath on Washington. Rebecca McDougall, not a fan of the call. That is her fifth. So she'll foul out of this game with 10 points. And now it's going to be who can hit free throws the rest of the way, as Avery Stiegel, who is scoreless here tonight, going to the line. First free throw on the way. That one no good by Stiegel. 2:58 to go here, fourth quarter. One more free throw upcoming, as that one on the way, and it's good. Avery Stiegel, 60-52, 8-point game. Right side, nearly losing it. Getting it back is Maisie O'Brien. O'Brien turns around, hands it off to her teammate, Olivia Osborne. There's a three on the way. That's a three! That's a big one! It's Danielle Goudet! Oh my goodness, she has made so many big baskets. Stiegel running the fast break, misses the layup, and a tie-up will be called, and it'll be Washington basketball. Danielle Goudet, oh my goodness, have a day. She's got 20. That three was a backbreaker right there. 2:25 to go. Into the corner. Osborne drives, baseline, kicks, throws it away. Back to Kennedy Quinn, 2:15 to go. A-Town's got to move quickly. They trail by 11. We got a carry called on A-Town. I don't know about that one right there. I don't know about that one. Home crowd doesn't like it either. If you watch A-Town basketball, she does that a lot. That might have been a travel, too. They may have missed that one. Left side, O'Brien kicks it inside to Goudet. We got a foul called. Hard foul on Avery Stiegel. That'll be her fourth. Two shots upcoming with just under 2 minutes to go. 1:59 to go. Stiegel with 4, Kennedy Quinn with 3, Emma Gunther with 3. Caden Quinn is fouled out of this game. Taylor Ford has 4. A-Town might be running out of bodies here. That one on the way. Goudet misses the first. Boy, haven't seen Goudet miss too many shots. She has hit some big threes in this game. I mean, just big shots as a whole. Fouls and ones. You name it. She is having one heck of a day. Goudet now with 21 points, and the lead is quickly up to 12. Kennedy Quinn. There's a three left side. Tried to bank that one home. That's no good, and a rebound comes out. What do you know? It's Goudet. Brings it across the timeline. That's poked. Out of bounds. Oh, it's taken away. Haley Redding. Here she comes. Left-handed layup. That's up and good. 22 for Haley Redding. A timeout called. And the deficit is 10, 64-54. We'll take a timeout as well. It's a full timeout. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. 64-54, 1:34 to go. In quarter number 4. A lot of fours right there. A-Town trails by 10. That was the deficit that they trailed by when we started quarter number 4. Both teams have scored 15 points here in the fourth quarter. A-Town needs to get a couple of stops and work quickly on the offensive side if they want to try to come back in this one. 1:34 left. Avery Tibbs will inbound the basketball, getting it to Goudet, who will easily be MVP if Washington goes on to win this one. Goudet kicks it left side. Tibbs with 1:25 to go, nearly throwing it out of bounds as O'Brien kicks it left side, getting it to Redling Schaefer. Here's Tibbs going to the free throw line, kicks it right side. Goudet, a 3 on the way. That one too long. Fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound, and the Panthers have it. Up top, Tibbs, a 3. That one's short. Another battle for the rebound. We got a foul called. And we'll see who they call it on. And we'll go to the other side. Be a foul on number 20. Olivia Osborne, her first. I have no idea how many fouls that is here. Lost count a long time ago. 1:01 to go here in the fourth. And Emma Gunther will shoot free throws here. This is good if you're A-Town, getting shots, potentially some points with the clock stopped. First free throw is good. Her first point of the game here for Emma Gunther. And that's back to single digits, 64-55. I wonder what the situation will be here on the defensive side. That one did not hit the rim. And that will give Washington the basketball under the basket. 64-55. Emma Gunther gets that free throw, though. And the inbounds pass goes back to Tibbs. Under a minute to go. Right side, Goudet. Nice pass inside, cutting to the basket. O'Brien lays it up, but they're going to say a foul on the floor. Oh, my. Washington can't believe it. They're going to say that foul on Taylor Ford. She has fouled out of this ball game. That's her 5th, so they'll bring in Miley Weber. Ford finishes this one with 1 point. Weber with 54.7 to go. And to the line, shooting 2 free throws. Number 21, Maisie O'Brien. First free throw rattles home. 13 points for Maisie O'Brien. And the lead back up to 10. What a battle this has been between these two sides. Stiegel is bumped, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Washington. Surprised that didn't get called for a foul the way this fourth quarter has gone. 65-55. 10-point game. A-Town's got to move quickly. Here's Quinn, kicks it. Redding, left corner 3 on the way. Rattles it home. It is Haley Redding. She's got 25. 38 seconds to go. 65-58. A-Town's got a foul. Here they come. That one's poked and nearly stolen away by Stiegel, but A-Town lost a ton of time. And Coach Dugan down on the sideline saying, hey, we got a foul. We got a foul, guys. 7-point game. Now Washington has to figure out a play to get their best foul shooter to the line. I don't know what the conversation is down at the scorer's table. There wasn't a foul on the play, so that's not the conversation. Washington will inbound it, 28.8 seconds to go. I wonder if they had to add some time back. That might be it. And the inbounds play, and a bump and a foul called on Miley Weber, fresh into the game. Avery Tibbs will go to the line, where she'll shoot 2. Weber with a foul, her first. Again, lost count. A lot of fouls here in this one. 27.9 seconds, only lost 0.9 seconds on that one. Avery Tibbs, first shot's up and good. First one good by the Panthers, 66-58. Second one also good. And the second one good, so it's 67-58. Here's Kennedy Quinn, a shot up. That's no good, but a foul. Forcing the fouls. Scoring with the clock stopped is certainly good. Problem is, you got to get a stop on the other way or hope for missed free throws. First one's up and good for Kennedy Quinn. She's got 21. 67-59 now the score. Second free throw rattles in. 67-60. Another foul. Back to the free throw line. Who was that one on? That's on Emma Gunther, her fourth. Washington looking to go to 9-0 or 10-0, excuse me, on the season. A-Town, if they're unable to come back in this one, would fall to 8-2 or 9-2, excuse me. First free throw on the way. That's Maisie O'Brien. First one's good. O'Brien with 14. You're gonna have a tough time picking the MVP for Washington in this one. Second free throw up and good. O'Brien now with 15. 69-60. Here comes Kennedy Quinn quickly the other way. Lays that one up. It rattles out. 12 seconds to go. Tie up. Oh, they called a foul. They called a foul on A-Town. On Emma Gunther. That'll be, or no, they called that one on Haley Redding. That'll be her second. And that might just do it. 69-60. Back to the line here is Adrian Donald. First free throw, that rattles out. Actually, no, that is number 20, Olivia Osborne. Apologies there. One more free throw upcoming here for Osborne, looking to get on the score sheet, and she can't. 11 seconds to go, 9-point game. Here comes A-Town. Quickly a three on the other way. That's no good. Going for the rebound. 4 seconds to go. Emma Gunther's got it. A three on the way at the buzzer. That one high off the top of the backboard, but that's going to do it. 69-60, the final score. The A-Town Tornadoes fall to the number one team here in Class 3A. What a great battle it was, though, between these two sides. Every time Washington tried to pull away, A-Town, to their credit, kept it within striking distance, but was just unable to get over the hump. They cut it to 4 at one point. Danielle Goudet gets the MVP honors, rightfully so. Finishes with 21 points, and boy, some of her shots that she hit were just insane. They were back-breaking shots. Danielle Goudet, I mean, this is a team that is very, very talented. They've got a number of players that can fill it up. I mean, they had 4 different players in double figures here tonight. There's a reason they're the number one team in Class 3A. Let's take a look at the scoring numbers here. We'll talk with head coach Brent Dugan here in just a moment for the A-Town Tornadoes, but we'll chat with him afterwards. After we take a look at these numbers here for the Panthers. Their leading scorer, Goudet, as I mentioned, she finishes with 21 points in the game to lead the Panthers. What a day. And again, some of those baskets were just in some of the biggest, massive moments in this ball game. As A-Town was starting to get a little bit of momentum, it felt like Goudet was just hitting those shots left and right. So she finishes with 21. It was 15 points for Maisie O'Brien, 15 points for Avery Tibbs, and 10 points for Rebecca McDougall. 4 points for Ainsley Redling Schaefer, 3 points also in the game for Adrian Donald. And that is your scoring breakdown there for the victorious Panthers. For A-Town, it was 25 points for Haley Redding, 21 points for Kennedy Quinn. Good days for those two. Caden Quinn had 8 in this one. And then after that, A-Town kind of struggled to have another scorer out there, as 1 point for Avery Stiegel, Taylor Ford, and Emma Gunther. That's the scoring breakdown there for the A-Town Tornadoes, again falling to 9-2 on the year. And a couple of tough losses here over the last couple of days. Losing to Canton back on Thursday, now losing here at home. I mean, they put up a good fight, though. I mean, A-Town's got nothing to hang their head on, I think. Of course, you want to clean up some stuff for sure, especially giving up those threes, and we'll talk with Coach Dugan on how he intends on cleaning those up a little bit here. But with that being said, I mean, you're going up against a team, the number one team in a division that's, 2 divisions higher than you. And the fact that they were able to keep this thing, it was a 4-point game at one point, certainly a great battle for the Tornadoes. In the end, they come up just a little short, falling to 69-60, the final score. But Washington, I mean, that is a very good basketball team here. And it puts an end to an absolutely wonderful day of basketball here at the A-Town Holiday Classic. A big thank you to Athletic Director Reed Kelso for letting us broadcast all the games that we had. 7 games in total. 1 game was canceled. We've talked about that all day ad nauseum. But 7 games throughout the course of the day. We want to say a shout out to our camera girl, Alyssa. She has been here literally every step of the way. She has been here long before we even got here, because Dwayne, who did the games earlier, was iced in for the first game. So we had no audio in the first game. She was just running the camera, and she's been here since 8 o'clock this morning. So we appreciate the hard work that she put in here today, and we appreciate the folks here at A-Town High School for having us all day long. Hospitality folks in the hospitality room, they were great as well. It's been a great day of basketball, and it comes to an end. Now we will have another tournament next week, a little shootout to end the first half, so to speak, of the regular season, as we'll have the Great Western Shootout. This will be the boys' turn now, as we'll have a number of games, 8 games during the day. Hopefully we don't have a nice glaze of ice over everything. Hopefully we can get everybody here and play 8 games of basketball in a full day there during the Great Western Shootout. That's the plan next Saturday night. We will have another A-Town broadcast coming up on Friday before the Great Western Shootout. The boys will be here at A-Town High School. Do you know who they play on Friday night? Okay, we'll get the answer to that here in just a second. But the A-Town girls, this will be, I believe it's the last time we broadcast the A-Town girls here on TSSR before the Christmas break. It sure is. Our next broadcast here from A-Town High School will be against a team that we saw here tonight. That will be against Macomb. We'll have that on the 9th of January. That'll be the next time you get to see the girls here on TSSR. I think they take place in the holiday tournament in Macomb, so we will have them there. Don't have to worry about that, but we will have those broadcasts from the Macomb holiday tournament, but our next broadcast here from A-Town High School won't be until the 9th of January. Boys will play Scales Mound. That's right. That'll be this Friday coming up at 6 o'clock. Coach Brent Dugan off to go do some radio interviews with some folks who are here today, so we'll chat a little bit longer before we get to chat with him. Had some various radio folks here. We had radio, we had TV here today. It was a good day at the holiday tournament, the holiday classic here at A-Town High School. Been a long day. Of course, if you had to drive here from any distance to get here and all that ice and snow earlier today, boy, you know, that took a lot out of you all in all. And then adding on to the fact that you had a full day of basketball, a lot of folks are going to be a little tired after this whole day has come and gone. So, again, we'll talk with Coach Dugan here in just a few moments. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with Coach Dugan, and we'll recap this one again with the coach right after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we are still awaiting Coach Dugan, who is off doing some radio interviews with folks who were covering the ball game here today. We had a lot of folks covering this here tonight. Various TV outlets I saw a number of occasions. You saw some other radio stations throughout the day. Was the Monmouth guys here, Alyssa? I think so. Monmouth guys were here for the Monmouth-Roseville game. Let's go over some of the scores here. Wrap up the day at the Holiday Classic here. And again, we'll chat with Coach Dugan in just a moment. But the game started at 9 a.m. this morning. It's been a long day of basketball, as we said. And Lewistown getting the win in the first game, 53-22. The game with Illini West and Erie Prophetstown. They say one of the teams couldn't make it. If I had to guess, it was Erie Prophetstown, but I'm not sure. But yeah, with the ice, you know, some people took the gamble, some people did not, and that was the case in that ball game. Wasn't able to get a team here, so the 10:30 game of the day did not happen. Then we had a game at noon today. It was Monmouth-Roseville defeating Knoxville. Good ball game there, 54-48. Sherrard defeating Havana, 49-47. It was a really good back and forth. Saw that one. Came in halfway through the second quarter of that one and got to enjoy the rest of that. That was a good basketball game right there. And then we got to take over here, and it was Macomb defeating Rock Ridge. Low-scoring affair, but good defense. That's a good Macomb ball club, by the way. 44-23. Byron defeating Central Southeastern, 56-49. Great ball game there. Morton defeating Brown County, 53-37. Good rebounding in that game for Morton here tonight, as that offensive rebounding was the difference in that ball game. And then our nightcap here, 69-60. Washington takes home the win in the nightcap. As again, we await Coach Dugan to chat with him and put a bow on this ball game. Steve, in the comments, I missed your comment earlier here. Good experience versus good teams. A-Town may not lose many more the rest of the way. Yeah, I mean, you look at their schedule, they're certainly going to be favored, I'd say, in a lot of their games. We'll see what their draw is if they do end up at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. We'll see what that looks like, but you know, they're going to be the favorites in a lot of the games that they play the rest of the year. And I'm excited to see where this team will end up here after it's all said and done. So it's a good ball club, of course, coming off of a trip last year to the sectional championship game where they lost to a Illini Bluffs team who, by the way, Illini Bluffs still ranked in Class 1A, even though they have a losing record. You could probably take that down if you wanted to. Oh, okay. Well, that would not be good. We don't want that. We want to keep this thing up and running here. Gregory mentioning that iron sharpens iron. So, yeah, we'll definitely bring that up to Coach Dugan after this one's over here. But you guys bring up a good point. Good experiences against good teams. And, you know, the bright side, if you're the A-Town Tornadoes, is you don't have to face these teams again because they're Class 3A and 2A. You won't have to face them in the playoffs again. You'll have to face teams more your size, shall we say. Now, there is some good teams in Class 1A. Don't get me wrong. Gregory's mentioning that they play in the Beardstown tournament that they won last year. Okay, so Gregory mentioning that they will not have. I know they have some dates on their schedule that are open for a tournament, but they haven't said which tournament. So thank you, Gregory, for pointing that out, as they will play in the Beardstown tournament, which, again, they did win that tournament last year. So look for those games following the Christmas holiday, 26th, 27th, 28th, and they say the 30th. So they'll have that tournament leading up to New Year's. And then they'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back against Macomb on Monday, or excuse me, that'll be a Thursday night game that we'll have here on TSSR against the Bombers. Rova Williams Field will be their next game in the new year. That'll be on the 6th of January. Oh, and then they go to Mediapolis. I might have to cover that game. That's a Saturday against Mediapolis. That is Mediapolis, Iowa. That'd be a home game for me, basically. We just have to get a camera guy there. Because that one, that's what, 20 minutes from where I live? That would be fun to cover that one. Mediapolis, a good ball club there on the Iowa side of the river. I wonder if that's a part of a tournament. I'm sure that is. I'm looking, yeah, it looks like it's a part of something. It's a neutral site game. So, all right. Anyway, that's kind of a look ahead on the schedule here. But, yeah, there's some good teams ahead in Class 1A. But, yeah, the A-Town Tornadoes will definitely take some bumps. They took some bumps in this one over the last, couple of days, falling to Canton and now falling to Washington. But, again, they'll learn from these experiences and take them ahead with them the rest of the way. As Coach Dugan joining us here, following his radio obligations there. So we won't keep you too long here, Coach. Coach, good to see you here. Obviously, not the result that you were wanting here tonight against a very good Washington team, but it felt like your squad here tonight, every time that Washington was trying to pull away here, you guys kept bringing them back in and kept it a close game all the way throughout. What kind of, how do you feel on your team? Do you think your team was, how would you grade your team's performance here tonight?
Effort, I think we're A minus, and the only reason I'm even giving A minus to that is transition defense hurt us in the first half, just getting back on shooters, and then the communication was just lacking a smidge, so I'd even give us A minus on that. But when you got a team that's going to compete, and a team like Washington on the other side that's doing a lot of things well, and they don't miss shots, and you still have a team out there, you look up the scoreboard, down 5, down 4, was down 12, and it just keeps fighting. You can't ask anymore as a coach. And if we get that effort throughout, we're going to be a tough out through the state tournament. And, I can't be more pleased about how we did things and competed against a great Washington team and well-respected throughout the state.
A number one team, obviously, and they were showing why. They were hitting shots early, but, again, your team wasn't rattled. Your team came out. You're down 12, like in the blink of an eye there in that first half. You guys finished the first half only trailing by 7. So, what kind of adjustments were made after they were hitting those shots to try to bring that thing back to a manageable game by the half?
Well, we were so worried about who was guarding who. We just switched that in the second half and just said, you know what, we're going switching defense and mano-a-mano and get it done and be tough as you can be, even though you may be a little bit outmatched offensively. And I felt like the girls did that for the most part. They got a couple open shots, and they did what they could, but I felt like we really rebounded well. Yeah. I felt like we competed well, and I felt like we got in the lane very well tonight and got downhill and got some good shots, and we feeded off each other well. I know there's only 3 girls that really scored tonight, but, Avery running the court like that. Avery running the court like that and getting a nice little dime from Kennedy Quinn and just missed that bunny. And I know she's like saying, gosh, I've made millions of those shots, and that's not the time I want to miss, right? Haley even was picking herself apart about missing free throws, and she missed a bunny in the first half on another good dime on a backdoor. So I thought what we did well, we can carry over, and if we keep doing those things and building upon those things, all that stuff will correct itself, because you play like that against a team that you got across the way in Washington, and the respect I have for their program, how they do things, and how they can shoot the ball is amazing. I felt like I can't be more than – I'm not satisfied, because you're satisfied you're a loser. But you got to look at things and say, all right, we just got to build upon this. And if we have that mindset and that we're going to go get it the next time out, we'll be fine. Or the next play or the next whatever, we'll be just fine.
We're talking to the head coach of the A-Town Tornadoes, Brent Dugan, joining us here on TSSR. Coach, you mentioned rebounding. We've talked about this throughout the year when we do broadcasts here. You guys don't have a ton of size on your time, but you guys have gals with long wingspans, and that makes it rebounding a little bit easier than for them. They're able to reach back, grab some of those rebounds. You mentioned it tonight. They were putting in a good effort there tonight, and I think rebounding is going to kind of be a key for you guys as you guys look to go forward after these last couple of ball games.
And we can argue all we want to argue. Yes, it's fundamentally you want to be inside the person and boxing out, but it does take a lot of effort upon that. Like McDougal, number 5, grabbed a couple rebounds, just kind of out-hustling us. And I'm saying a couple times because there's other times where we may have out-hustled, not necessarily her, but Washington to the ball. And, I even heard their coach say, you have to box them out or they're going to get the rebound because they're outplaying you. I mean, it's maybe not mixed words, but I felt like that's a compliment to our team when we're playing hard like that and getting rebounds, that the other team's coach is saying, you have to box them out. You have to, because obviously we're getting those loose balls and tip balls, and I thought we played our hearts out.
Well, and I don't know if you saw the Morton game before you guys went out there. Morton was offensive rebounds. It was the difference in that game, and that's how the Potters got that win, and it certainly helped you guys try to get back into this one. Talking to the head coach of the A-Town Tornadoes, Brent Dugan. One more question here, Coach. I won't keep you too much longer. It's been a long day. But over the last couple of days, 3 games in the last 4 days, 2 against 2A schools, and this against the number 1 team in 3A schools. You didn't get the results maybe that you wanted. You finished 1-2, but what did you learn about your ball club here in these 2 games that you're going to take forward going into the Christmas holiday and the rest of the season?
Well, and it'd be some things I already knew, that we aren't going to back down. And I felt like Canton game, there was a couple instances where I thought we got soft or mentally weak, and we backed down from a little bit of the moment. Tonight I didn't feel that. And honestly, maybe that had to happen in the Canton game, the Thursday night game at Canton. We had to have that moment to test us, to remind us what that's all about. And I felt like that test and that reminder helped us propel into maybe a better game tonight. So it's all a building process, and quite frankly, the things we got to correct are the things we can correct. It isn't like an undoable thing that we got to say, oh, we just need one more player, or we got to have a bigger player, or we got to whatever. We play with heart, we play with passion, and quite honestly, we're not going to give up. So with all those things adding up to now, all we got to do is hit shots and understand each other a little bit more. Those things are all cleanup stuff that the coaches are responsible for. The players will just react to it.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you coming up here and chatting with us. This will be the last time that we get to talk, I think, here in 2024. We'll get to chat in the new year, covering some more of your games. It's been a pleasure broadcasting these games with you, and best of luck the rest of the way. Again, not the effort you want, not the result that you wanted tonight. A lot of great effort, though. This team's going places, and excited to see where the team goes the rest of the way.
Thanks a lot, Wyatt.
Absolutely. Appreciate talking to you there. Head coach of the A-Town Tornadoes, Brent Dugan. I turned my mic off there. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, that's going to put a wrap on this one. Long day of basketball coming to an end here at A-Town High School. We will have the Great Western Shootout next week. You can join us here for that. We'll have a game on Friday. The A-Town boys taking on, who'd we say? Can't remember. Anyway, it's been a long day. Something Valley, right? Anyway. Anyway, whatever. We'll have Friday night's game here. That is almost a week away. What? Whatever. We'll try. We'll try again. I appreciate you joining us here. It's been a blast broadcasting these games here tonight. We'll have more Friday, and then we'll have the Great Western Tournament next Saturday right here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. For our wonderful camera girl, Alyssa, my name's Wyatt Reed. Thanks for watching the A-Town Holiday Classic on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you, Scales Mound, by the way. Thanks for watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.